السلام عليكم شباب. سمعوني الآن؟ سمعوني الآن؟ السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. ألو. السلام عليكم. نعم. الآن ادخلوا على الرابط، يعني دقوا على الرابط وادخلوا إن شاء الله. ادخلوا على الرابط الآن، ادخلوا على الرابط الآن. لا ينفتح هسه، بس اضغطوا على الرابط وينفتح إن شاء الله. بس جربوا. هسه هذا الأخير، هسه الأخير. زين. اي هذا الرابط، رابط اكو رابط هذا. اي انا بعدني ما بادي المحاضرة، بس اريد من عندكم تدخلون يلا خطر ابدي المحاضرة ان شاء الله. لا هسه المفروض بدأوا ينتظمون، يلا بدأوا ينتظمون ان شاء الله. الصوت موجود شباب واني على الهواء مباشرة. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم شباب. يا الله. الآن تسمعوني شباب لو ما تسمعوني؟ تسمعوني؟ السلام عليكم. Yes. Okay. Fine. يلا. السلام عليكم شباب. Today we have بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we have The Stronger by August Strindberg. And August Strindberg, as we said before, as we have said already, that is, he's a Swedish playwright, a novelist, was born in Stockholm. Stockholm means in Sweden. And he's, he was born in Stockholm, a shipping market, and he was unfortunate, as we said, about, he was dead early or died early. He became a journalist, then he became a librarian. Then he wrote short stories like Marriage in 1884. And he was persecuted, means أدين for blasphemous يعني بالتجديف على الذات الإلهية. نعم يعني كفريات. Then he wrote, as we said, The Father and the Miss Jo, The Way to Damascus, or The Road to Damascus. He has naturalistic views. Yes, and he introduced the ideas of expressionistic drama. Regarding to our one-act play, that is the Stronger. The Stronger. He wrote The Stronger in 1889, and he showed. I mean, the critics say that he showed his genius in writing. A quote de ho, or these words are French. Their translation. Quarter an hour, يعني ربع ساعة, which had been employed by Theatre Libre in Paris and other continental. It is a play. Our play today. It is about the conflict or between, or the struggle between the sexes. Sexes means male and female, maybe female and female, or male and female, and so on. Or male and male, and so on. Regarding regarding the characters, we said we have two characters appeared in a cafe, women cafe. That is, the characters are Mrs. X and Miss Y. Miss X, or Mrs. X, sorry, is married, and Miss Y is unmarried. Of course, both of them are actress. Actress means ممثلة. So yes, yes. So I think we reached the last lecture, page 12. Is that right? وصلنا إلى صفحة 12. صح ولا خطأ؟ زين. Yes. آيات محمد. Which page? We said that we reached page 12. Yes. So anyhow, I'm going to start with page 12. Yes. 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 So today we are going to start with page 12. In this page, yes, yes. Yeah, I know I finished. Okay, page 12 is finished, I think. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Anyhow, but one of the groups, did not finish the page. Uh, I think I'm going to start with page 13. Yes, yes. Um, so, a page, as we said, yes, as we said, page 13. And I think for some groups we have finished the this page, uh, but I'm going to reread this page. So on page 13, Mrs. X thoughtful. It was so strange about us when I saw you the first time. I was afraid of you, so afraid I didn't care to let you out of my sight. Out of my sight, I am going to, to watch you, to spy on you, to keep my eye on you because I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid that you are going to do something, um, you know, with her husband. Wherever I was always near you. I didn't dare to be your enemy, so I became your friend. I didn't dare to be your enemy. I can't be able to stand in front of you, or I mean face you, because you are strong, because you are stronger than me, because you are plotter than me. So I became your friend, but there was always something wrong when you came to visit us. For I saw my husband couldn't stand you, لا يطيقك. Okay, so there is something, something wrong between whom Mrs. X husband and Miss Y. And then I felt uncomfortable, as when clothes don't quite fit. And yes, and then I felt uncomfortable, and uh, I do not feel relaxed. I do not feel rest when you come to us. I did everything to make him friendly toward you, but I didn't succeed. Before you got engaged, then the two of you really got so friendly that it looked as if you dared to show your real feelings. يعني, yeah, yes. Before you got engaged, يعني قبل أن تنخطبين, then the two of you got so friendly. بعدين كلاكما أصبحتما ماذا friendly, kind to each other, and there is a kind of intimacy, حميمية, yeah, between the two. So you dare to show your feeling. أنت كنت جريئة بأن تبيني مشاعرك أو شعرتي بالاطمئنان to show your feeling toward her husband. And then how was it after that? I didn't get jealous. Strange. I didn't get jealous because either Mrs. X naive, يعني ساذجة, or she cannot think about, a kind of relationship between her husband and Miss Y. And I remember at the christening when you were godmother, I made him you. He did, but you got upset. You got upset. So christening means تعميد. التعميد يعني they give a name to baptize, يسموه تعميد الطفل, يعني أعطاه, give him a Christian name, and the child became Christian. Christian يعني يصبح مسيحي. But you get it. That's to say, I didn't notice it then. Didn't think about it afterward either. Haven't really thought about it before. Now gets up Valenti. Why don't you say something? الآن الكلام موجه له. Why don't you something? يعني when she's I mean when she is silent, يعني Miss Y silent, she Mrs. X becomes angry towards her. Yes. Why don't you say something? Why, you haven't said a word all of this time. لم تقولي كلمة في كل هذا الوقت. Yes. You but just let me keep on. Yes, you haven't said a word all this time, but just let me keep on speaking. Just keep me on, let me keep on talking. يعني نقولها فقط I am just speaking and you are listening. In fact في الحقيقة that Mrs. X prevented Miss Y from speaking. She didn't let her speak. You have sat there staring. Staring means يحدق, looking, or Google in her eyes. Twisting out of me. Twisting, means watch. Yes. Or maybe plan for something out of me. All these thoughts, which have lain like a raw silk in their cocoon. So you have thoughts in your mind, and you are plotting for something. You are planning for something, like this worm cocoon. Suspicion may be, let me see, why did you break your engagement? So from this point we know that Miss Y is has got married has been got engaged, and she broke her engagement. So what is the reason? Why did you never come to our house after that? Why don't you want to come to us this evening? Miss Y has an expression as if she wanted to speak. أرادت أن تتحدث. But as I told you that Mrs. X prevented. Quiet means keep silent. Quiet, relax. Quiet. You don't need to say anything. And now I understand everything. Then, to me, now you are exposed, أنتِ فضحتي. That's why. لما Yes, everything falls into place now. So everything falls into place now means everything becomes clear. Everything becomes clear. Yani that's you have something with her husband. You have something with her husband, Bob. That is it. If I don't want to sit at the same table, then she moves her things to the other table. That means she changed her place table to another. That's why I had to embroider tulips. The tulips, a kind of rose, or yes, she embroidered on the slippers. Slippers means sandals, like a kind of shoes, let me say, which I hate on the hair slippers, because you like it tulips. So her husband Bob, asks his wife, Mrs. X, to embroider what? To embroider tulip on the slippers. That's why uh, then she throw the slippers to the floor. Throw the let me sandal on the ground. We had to live on Lake Malaray in the summer because you couldn't stand the sea. Then you prefer to live in a certain lake. That's mean her husband preferred to live on a special or a certain lake, which is called Lake Malaray in the summer, because you couldn't stand the sea, because you didn't like the sea. So you go, you know, prefer to spend this time in Lake Mallory. That's why my son was be christened. Even her son was christened, has given a name and became a Christian. Became a Christian, whose name as Askil. Askil means yes. Askil means here is the name of Amelia's father. So Amelia's father is, you know, became. I mean, her husband Bob has given his son the name of Askil. After the name of Amelia's father, because sorry, your colors, even the alwanic means the authors. Even also, I have to read your authors. Authors here means your books, or preferable books, the books you prefer. Eat your favorite dishes. Even dishes means your recipes. Drink your drinks. Also, your preferred drinks, preferable drinks. Your chocolate, for example, one of them, the preferable. I mean, the one of the drinks that Bob likes, which is chocolate. That's why. Oh my God, it's terrible when I think about it. It is terrible when I think about it. Yes. Just a minute, please. Yes. Yes, just a minute, please. ادي الثالث ممكن يتبل. بس هسه شوف لي اياهم مشتركين لو. اي اي بس هسه مشتركين هم استاذ صلاح. مشتركين مو. Yes. Um, yes. Yes. Eat your favorite dishes. It means your preferable food, and um, drink your drinks and your chocolate. For example, that's why. Oh my God, it's terrible when I think about it. It's terrible, terrible. I feel annoyed. I feel, mm, upset. Everything came to me from you, even your passions. So, everything came to me from you, even your passion, even your emotion, even your feelings comes from you. That's her husband, Bob, was, Amelia by you. Your soul stole into mine. Your soul stole into me, creeped into my soul. Uh, like a worm, a kind of insect, like okay, like a worm. Yes. Um, into an apple, and dug. Uh, yes, until all that was left was the shell. Shell means the cover. Shell, the very soft cover of, the apple, and a little dark dust. Dust. Dust means soil. Yes. I wanted to escape from you. I tried to escape from you, but I couldn't because you are like a snake. أنت مثل اللفة with your dark eyes. You fascinated me. Fascinate means attract me, hypnotize me. Uh, I felt how my wings rose only to drag me down. As I want to escape from you, I couldn't. You drag me down to the bottom of the uh, 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 pool. pool يعني كأنه في بركة سباحة. I couldn't, like a snake, when your eyes, you fascinated me. I felt how my wings rose only to drag me down. I lay in the water with bound feet. You bound means fastened my feet, and you prevent me from. You can't, set me free. You do not set me free. You are just, bound me. Yes, like jail. يعني كأنه تسجنها أو نعم. And the more I try to swim with my hands, the deeper I worked myself down. Whenever I want to flee from you, you just drag me down or sink, or I sank to the bottom. Um I worked myself down until I sank to the bottom. You let me say imprisoned me and bonded my feet and keep me in the bottom of the pool where you lay like a giant crab. Giant crab means a kind of animal that lives in the sea, which is dangerous, ready to seize me, catch me in your claws. That is where I am now. I hate you. Oh, how I hate you. I hate you so much. I do not like you. I do not love you. But you just sit there, keeping still, calm. You are continuing still in this place, in this cafe, calm, quiet, calm, indifferent. You do not care about other people, indifferent about whether it is up or down. You don't care whether things where the circumstances are good or bad. Christmas or New Year. Christmas means the birthday of Christ, or a New Year. If others are happy or unhappy, you don't care about the emotions, the condition of the people, whether they are happy or unhappy or sad, without the ability to hate or love. So you have let me say frozen feeling, frozen. Uh, you don't have let me say a fresh feeling or active feeling that you can love or hate. uh, as still as a stork by rat hole. Stork, a kind of bird, near a rat hole means a place that the rat hide in the ground. uh, you couldn't catch your victim yourself, you couldn't pursue her yourself, but you could lie in wait for her. So you are waiting for your victims. You are waiting for victims, for people to come to you, and you catch them. Here you sit in your corner. Do you know they call it the rat trap because of you the paper, reading the paper to see if anyone is having a bad time. So if they're you are reading the newspaper, if you find someone in trouble, someone in a problem, has special problem, you can come and you know you can say surrounded him and keep him in your clothes. Yes, I mean, try to control control him, and you know catch him and be your victim. uh, Here you sit in a corner. Do you know they call it the rat trap? Rat trap means مسألة الفئران, because of you reading the paper to see if anyone's having a bad time, if anyone has been ruined. Ruined means the destructed or demolished. Fired from the theater. If anyone has fired from the theater, if anyone has fired from had has been fired from the has been fired means dismissed from the theater, quitted from the theater. Here you sit waiting for your victim, figuring out, distinguish your chances like a pilot, his his shipwreck, receiving your payoffs. Payoffs means rescue. Poor Amelia, do you know? I'm sorry for you all the same. Yeah, in spite of all that, I feel sorry for you. In fact, this is irony. She doesn't or doesn't or didn't feel sorry for her. Actually, she doesn't feel sorry for her. In fact, she hates her, and she hates Amelia, and try to get rid from Amelia by any way. Do you know? I'm sorry for you all the same. I know you are unhappy like someone who has been hurt, and nasty. You are hostile. Hostile means oh, you are unhappy like someone who has been hurt, and nasty. You are hostile. Hostile means and feel kind of with you. Though I'd like to be. Yes, you are weakling. And here she is telling him that you are the weak. Weakling means weak. We are weakling. You are weakling means you are the weaker. You are the weaker. In fact, we can't decide whether Miss Y is the stronger, or the weaker. In fact, it it seems to us that Mrs. X is the weaker and Miss Y is the stronger because she has no because Mrs. X herself her character yes to be similar to Miss Y. I'd like to angry with you though. I'd like to be. You are the weakling. Oh, that with Bob. I don't care with Bob. So with Bob, with her husband Bob, she's. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care. So she try to make her angry, jealous. That doesn't really hurt me. And if you have taught me to drink chocolate, see what are the effects that that Mrs. Miss Y has done to in the person of Mrs. X. That doesn't really hurt me. And if you have taught me to drink chocolate, taught me to drink chocolate, or someone else has, what difference it make? So there is no difference. In fact, there is a difference. There is a difference because if someone else taught you how to drink, how to wear clothes, how to do that, not like what, not like, not the same as Miss Y, because Y is the ex beloved ex sweetheart has been Mr. Bob. Yes. Um, yes. Yes. Um, 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 yes. Drinks a spoonful out of her cup with extreme common sense. Besides, chocolate is good for me, and there is exclamation mark. This is irony. This is not, you know, the truth. This is not real. Besides, chocolate is good for me, and if you have taught me how to dress, then you have taught. The first one you taught me how to drink. The second thing that you taught me how to wear clothes. What is the model that I should wear? Yes. Thanks very much. That has made my husband closer to me. Okay, if you taught me these things, I try to do these things to my husband because so my husband became close to me, intimate to me, loved me much. Yes, uh, than ever. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost uh, than ever. You lost everything. Uh, yes, by certain sign, I think you have already lost him. You have already lost him. So you are the one. You have lost my husband. She told him that you have lost my husband already. Now you can't win. Now you can't win my husband. My husband, Bob, now for me, my husband, not for you. You are alone, poor bachelor. Poor bachelor. Bachelor means asba, single. I suppose you expect me to go my own way. So you want, your desire. You are desiring that my husband or our marriage will fail, but it didn't. Uh, um, as you did, and which you regret now. But you see, I am not going to leave him. I'm not going to leave my husband. I have to keep on my family because she has a husband and has children. So she has to keep her life, to keep her husband, to keep her marital life. And which you regret now. But you see, I'm not going to leave him. So she doesn't. She's not going to leave to leave him. On the contrary, she is going to stay with her husband and keep on their life. You mustn't be pity, you see. And why should I take what no one else wants? Uh, you mustn't, we mustn't be petty, sorry. We mustn't be petty. Petty means sheepy, means, uh, coward, you see, or afraid. And why should I take what no one else wants? Well, she is saying that no one wants her husband. In fact, there are many women, many girls, pursued her husband or pursue her husband. I mean, chasing her husband because he is executive. I mean, he's a manager, like manager of the theater. So he has something to do with the employment of other. Maybe when I all is said, I'm really the stronger. She is judging here. She is saying that I'm the stronger now. What after the judgment? Now you are the weaker, and I am the stronger. And the stronger right now. You know, you never got. So you have got nothing. So you are a big loser. I am the winner. You simply gave, and I am like a thief. Now I am like a thief. So you have given me everything, and I've got the my husband from you, so that when you awakened, I had what you had lost. Okay. Otherwise, وإلا, how could everything be so wordless? How could everything be wordless? Wordless means valueless. Means ليس له قيمة, unworthy. Uh, so, Cyril, in your hands. Yes, Cyril means valueless, unproductive. عقيم, غير مثمر. You couldn't keep any man's love with your tulips. So your tulips means the roses that are embroidered on the slippers, and your passions cannot keep the men with you, as I could, but I could. You couldn't learn the art of living. So this is good thing. You couldn't keep the art of living, livelihood. Living means the treatment, the treatment between man and woman, between husband and wife. from your author, from the books that you have read, as I did. You didn't have a little skill. يعني ما عندك baby, beautiful baby like mine, though your father's name was Eskil. And why do you always keep still? Then she feels angry. She feel, uh, annoyed from her. Why are you keeping quiet? Yes. Well, I thought that was strength. أعتقد إن هذه قوة. But in fact, that's mean the strong. She has a strong strong character. But it isn't probably. It is probably only that you haven't anything to say, or the problem maybe you don't have anything to say. That's mean you are guilty. Anti-guilty. You are guilty because you have ex relationship with her husband. So you are prosecuted anti-mudana, because you couldn't think. Maybe you couldn't think. You have okay. Gets up and picks up the slipper. No, I'm going home. هي ذاهبة إلى البيت. Um, um, and taking my tulips with me. راح تاخذ tulips roses, هاي الورود or flowers. Tulip with me, your tulips. You couldn't learn from others. Then your problem is that you couldn't learn from others. You are just selfish woman, and you are عنيدة. You and now I am going home and taking my tulips with me, but they are not my tulips. In fact, your tulips. You couldn't learn from others. You couldn't bend. Bend means sometimes means bow his head. She is saying here, she means that you are not lenient with others, with your husband, with your fiancé, مع خطيبك. So you broke like a dry reed. So you broke, انكسرتي like a dry reed means قصبة, piece of a plant, dry plant, قصبة يابسة. But I didn't break. I didn't break, or I haven't been broken. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you for everything you taught me. هنا thank you. I think it is irony because she is not thanking her. She is only hate her, and she declares that she hates her. Mrs. X hate Amelia, Mrs. Y. So there is no kind, of gratitude between the two. In fact, there is hate and there is jealousy. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you for everything you taught me. Thank you for teaching my husband how to make love. Now I'm going home to make love to him. Okay, I think we have finished the first one act to play. Yes, we are going to make what another, to present another lecture, which is about another text, which is titled "The Riders to the Sea," and this is another one act to play, written by J.M. Singe, which is longer than the first one, but it is also, I think the other one is tragic one act to play. So now we have finished our lecture, and thank you for watching, and thank you. Goodbye.